kicking out all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.
Yo, Chico, expose these clowns.
Forgive me. Welcome. There we go. We got some sound in here. Let me know if the sound is okay for my YouTubers. And I'm waiting for people to get into the room. But we are restarting, refreshing some old topics, some hard hitters. So it's not for the weak at heart. This ain't for the weak. Shout out to David A. Arnold. That's his phrase I like to mimic. This ain't for the weak. You know, we're not for the weak-minded. If that is something, if you have thin skin or you just one of the lemmings that just want to be spoon-fed your knowledge, this is not the show for you. Patricia, appreciate it. What? The first person in the room and you got in here. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit that like button if you did not get the notification. If so, I appreciate it. Appreciate you following the instructions and you're able to do that. Hit that share button. Let somebody know we're here. Trish and all of them, all you peoples. Ruben and them as well. Welcome, because we will be talking about a hard-hitting topic tonight. You know, pulpit pimping is not a light topic. You know, some people may get their feelings hurt, and I'm sending requests to everybody, whether you know, atheist or minister, bishop, reverend, pastor, you know, all the different titles, deacons, you know, everyone is welcome to have this discussion on all sides. You know, I want to say there's more than two sides. I appreciate it. He said, watch at your own risk. Thank you. You know, I approve that message. Watch at your own risk. Because knowledge can be scary. Knowledge can be scary. It's not for everyone. You know, some people want to be in the dark. So, and will lose their minds if they find out they have been duped this whole time. But trying to get some people in here. We're going to get started. And I know you already made your comment, but I'm going to repeat what you said earlier. You said that, you know, you do not collect a wage, so you must definitely be called. Because, you know, the question of the matter is, are you called? Or are you paper chasing? Because there's plenty of people. Yes, people love to remain in the dark. And some, I don't want to say for legit reasons, but, you know, Sometimes the knowledge of certain requirements are scary. They'd rather not know that they need to do something versus find out they got to do something, and now, now that they know, knowing they got to do better. Knowing better, they need to do better. Travis, what's going on? Appreciate you. Welcome to the Freddy Chico Show. If you have not already, click like to get notifications for when we hit these topics. Tonight we're talking about pulpit pimping, dealing with the clergy, and if you have topics you want to discuss, I am welcome you to submit them. Have to go to the Freddy Chico show.com, and I am going to put that in the chat room so people can click on it. Caps lock is on. So I'm gonna get this right one day, so I don't have to keep going back and forth, forgetting this and forgetting that. But it's a growing process, and because I've actually ran across ministers in my past that have literally said the only reason why they're in ministry is to supplement their income. I had no problem with it. And people who deny that are, that the people exist are in a fantasy land. If you don't think there are people in ministry doing it for greedy reasons. I mean, because there's a lot of temptation out there. There's a lot of examples to say, well, if he can do it, why can't I do it? Not to say that these people are definitely, wicked because they're millionaires or what have you, but sometimes it can be a clue. All right, Sean, what's going on? Derek, appreciate y'all. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad y'all able to find it, find your way here, because I know it's a little bit of different process than, going straight to my timeline. But this one is going to be a little bit more feasible to reach the public than my timeline, and also to be able to do some type of advertising with clips of the video and whatnot for the future. And also, Derek and Aishan, if y'all haven't already, please go ahead and click on the FreddyChicoShow.com and register as a member, because I'm going to have members only access to certain things, networking, topics, the calendar, and possibly incentives for my shop. Which if you haven't done that yet, I request that y'all go there and see if there's something that you are interested in. And if you don't see something you're interested in, let me know, and I'll see if I can get that put in the shop, so that you could take advantage of that. I think that's 100% true. Some people's actions speak louder. Well, okay, than the word or than their words. Elaborate on that one, Aishan. You said the word or words, period. Because I think this is where you're going with, like, sometimes people hide behind the Bible, hide behind the word, and say these things that they really don't mean, because, like you said, the actions speak louder than words. Like if you're saying, be faithful to your wife or your husband, and you out there doing craziness, but you're not living what you're saying. Is that what you're meaning by that? And I'll go ahead and put the topic up. Pulpit pimping. Are you called or are you paper chasing? Okay, so I got you right there, Sean. All right, cool. Like I said, do me a favor, hit that share button and like or invite somebody, because definitely there were some people made some comments on the post today. Some were actually hesitant to even want to come in today, and especially with with this coronavirus going on, people are very scary. they can be very susceptible to some of these people out here who are not on the up and up. I seen some. I don't even know the guy's name, so I'm not trying to slander him or whatnot. But he looked kind of suspect. I mean, he was yelling at people, talking about, "You better take your tithes and give it to the church. I don't care if you don't have a job." And you already know what the mistake is on that. It's like the definition of tithe is to give 10% of what you take in. If you don't have a job, what is 10% of nothing? Nothing. So you can't tithe off of nothing. So for you to even say still bring money in from no income, kind of suspect. And if somebody's not really thinking, they're like, oh, I'm still obligated to give money of some kind, even though I just lost my job. And that would be incorrect. I'm just saying. And in these times when people are losing their jobs, those churches that you have paid all them tithes to and offerings and all that good stuff, where are they to assist you? Or is it just a one-way with the money? The money only goes in, but it don't go out, like a Roach Motel. You check in, but you don't check out. Because you have lots of people. I know somebody said something about Tyler Perry paying off or tipping somebody at the Houston's restaurant. Everybody don't work at Houston's, but I'm not a fan of that dude. So he don't impress me. But what is the church doing? Those churches, multiple churches doing to assist? Because I know they jumped on Joel Osteen when the hurricane hit Houston, and his church flooded and all that kind of stuff. He wasn't there for the community. It's like, if you are receiving all these monetary donations from your community, does the community benefit from you being there? Or are you pulpit pimping? Yeah, that's it. Because that same guy, he was yelling at it, talking about some, I command you to sit down, Satan, and your virus, talking about, I command you COVID-19 to, just angry. Like, that was supposed to impress somebody. I don't know if that's how it works. Tony, the storm is in the building. Why?
We knocking out all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.
Yo, Chico, expose these clowns.
Oh, I will. Definitely. We will expose them clowns. Welcome. I appreciate the like. If you don't mind, Tony, because you are pretty good at it, invite some of those people that you do normally and see if they can like the page. Also, I need you to become a member of the website, thefreddychicoshow.com, so you can get access to the calendar. I have the calendar up. I don't know if I've prevented non-members from seeing it yet, but y'all can take a look at it if it's not been blocked yet. I'm trying to put that in the members only section so that y'all will see topics ahead of time. I have 2 weeks worth of topics set up already. Appreciate that, Tony. Appreciate that. Oh, no, I missed that, Patricia. You said you put that up there. That's a very good question. Because to me, not trying to pick on anybody, but if you are so adamant about, because I don't know any church that doesn't talk about, giving and offering, because if whatever you give is going to be pressed down and shaking, and it's gonna, your blessings are gonna pour over that you can't even contain the blessings. They're strong at that point for you to give your offerings to them. But are they with that same energy when you need some of that back? When you're in a struggle, when you're in a crisis? Or are they justifying it saying, like some will criticize the church for and say, hey, when you need, when they need money, they ask you for money, or they need for the church, they want to get money from you. But when you need money from them, they say you need to go ask God. They don't want to do the same thing that they're expecting you to do for them, and that is not right. I'm not sure, Tony. Yeah. Leave a comment or whatever, so I know you're on there. You said one thing I noticed is people get real timid when it comes to conversations about adverse actions of the church. I bet if this was a relationship post, you would have the studio on here. Well, Wednesday we got a barn burner too, because I got some people I'm going to school on relationships. I kind of there's a couple of them that's kind of going to be encompassing for tomorrow or for Wednesday, but it's really dating rules 2020. If you haven't gone to the calendar, that's what it's going to be for Wednesday, and it's going to break down some old myths, some antiquated rules, and for people who are serious. Not these fakers on Instagram that, post their single blues or what have you. I'm talking about people who are genuinely don't want to be single anymore, and they want a real relationship. You don't want to miss Wednesday. I'm not bragging about it. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm a know-it-all or whatever, but if in anything that you do, you don't go to a mechanic when you need some surgery done. Okay? And you don't go to a doctor if you need your alternator changed. Okay? Go to somebody who knows something a little bit about that. So all these people going to Steve Harvey and Tyler Perry, for relationship advice, or the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you get what you get. But they used to help, but that was 30 years ago. They're just greedy now. Uh-oh. You co-signing what he said earlier. Got you. So when you see a lot of these places, like I said, one of the core principles that drives me to even do this show is that there's so many people out there that are being victimized just because they're stupid. They're just stupid, plain out. Let's just be straight up. They're stupid. And they're fooled by simple things. And greedy people want you to stay stupid because you're easy to manipulate. I can get you to buy anything. Perfect example. Can you find toilet paper? Why you got so much toilet paper? Why do you have so much toilet paper? But some dummy saw another dummy buying 10,000 packs of toilet paper, so he did it. And then the next dummy did it. And then the next dummy did it. And here we got a toilet paper shortage because of a virus. And this will probably just be a conversation between me and Patricia. But unless you're talking about C. diff or MRSA, C. diff more than MRSA, I don't know why you need all this dang toilet paper. Now, if there's a C. diff epidemic, I can understand it. Because we're in some trouble. If it was a C. diff epidemic, talk to me. But we're talking about a flu virus. Not C. diff. Flu virus. Now, I've had the horrible experience of having C. diff once, or symptoms of C. diff. Was not good. I paid for it. But it was my fault. I didn't use proper protocol, and I paid the price. I'm just saying, Patricia, you know what I'm talking about. I'm glad you said that, because that's sometimes what I think is going on with this virus. It scared people to do something else. Now, I know it's going to sound like I'm a conspiracy theorist or what have you, but what could the possibility of everyone being scared into saying that this virus is killing everybody, to force or to allow people to get a vaccine that will kill you? Now, I believe, anybody smart would create this vaccine where it's not going to kill you right off the bat. It's going to take a couple years to kill you, so nobody would be the wiser. Because you kill them right then and again, you might get 100 people or something, but, hopefully somebody would wake up and be like, nah. Everybody's died of taking that thing. Nah, I'm good. But then again, also, it may not even be something for that. It may be just something like a money opportunity. Like, let's create this virus so that everybody can buy our vaccine because they feel so scared for their life. And we can rake in the money on this vaccine. See, you the one bought all that dang toilet paper, Sean. I'm talking about you. The toilet paper was to see how easy it was to manipulate us. Yeah, definitely. I believe so too. I believe it is just to scare people. Because the thing that bugs me about it is, like, I don't want to be like, okay, I don't have information and I'm flying on feelings or what have you. But to me, from what I have seen, I haven't seen a lot, but I've seen some, where every time somebody dies, they're blaming it on the corona. Dude had a heart attack. Nope, it was the corona that killed him. Dude got shot 50 times with a street sweeper. Nope, it was the corona that killed him. And they'll say something, they won't say it up straight, or they're like, okay, even though he got shot 15 times, he died of underlying medical condition. So I don't tell you what it is. But they want to say corona. So you're like, oh my gosh, here's another corona death. When it could have been something else. Moses, what's going on? Appreciate you coming through. Hope you had the opportunity to hear the music in the beginning. Hold on. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, there it is.
We knocking out all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.
Yo, Chico, expose these clowns.
I will. But we gotta talk. We're gonna talk offline, yo. And I appreciate your assistance with that. You said I've never had a flu vaccine, and I'm not getting it. I'm not either. I'm not getting that vaccine. And that's pretty much all you gotta do. And this is, back me up, Patricia, if you're still in the room. I know you had to do some things yourself. That at the first chance or first sign of any type of feeling under the weather, take some Tylenol. Call it a day. Keep your vitamin C up. Take a multivitamin. You know what I mean? And do normal behaviors. Like, I've seen a bunch of memes that actually have said this. It's like, it's really sad that stuff you should have already been doing is what they're saying you need to do to keep you away from this flu. Who's not washing their hands? You're nasty behind. Wash your hands. Be clean. Brush your teeth. Normal stuff. You're not walking around sterilizing yourself. Just wash your hands. So this coronavirus is the Tuskegee strain of our day. This time now is just another way to get people into the hospitals and affect them so their money can double in the years to come. Definitely. But it's too tempting for greedy people to try to take advantage of so many people that are dumb. Perfect example, anybody who think Cardi B is talent. There's a lot of people that do that. So that's a lot of people that can be manipulated. So if you got these millions of people out there that are dumber than a bag of rocks, why would they not try to take advantage of that? You know, you got people that are in their 50s and 60s that are dumber than a bag of rocks. Don't care, don't want to do anything better. The elevator only goes so high. Why wouldn't they want to take advantage of that? Which, like I said, is the reason for this show, is to educate people like, no, you ain't got to think like me, but you got to think. What is the purpose of it? What is the purpose of what I'm saying? Don't take my word and just run with it without thinking. Does it make sense? Does it really apply? What are my motives behind it? Am my motives pure that I'm looking out for you, or I'm looking out for me? Or somewhere in between, a combination in between. You got to answer that. Anybody out there. Because I could be in my feelings one day and be like, nah, everything out my mouth is some emotional stuff. Are you going to run with it? You're going to have an intelligent or common sense about yourself and say, nah, somebody pissed Freddy Chico off today, so, kind of let him vent. Let him vent. You know what I mean? Yeah, I actually just got off the phone with somebody who is on the front lines too, and I was like, they've been offering me jobs all over the country, and I'm like, not all money is good money, so I'm kind of turning down now because I really don't know, because there's plenty of doctors that have no idea what they're talking about, and that's crazy, Patricia, which is good and bad. Good because I think they're making up a lot of this stuff. Bad if it's such a, exotic virus that somebody made a mistake somewhere. Like this is biological warfare, and somebody let it out the bag the wrong way, and it's kicking them in the behind right now. But to expect people to be honest about that part, good luck with that one. Yeah, because you're gonna smell like gas anyway. Like who doesn't wash their hands, when they get home? If you're smelling like gas from pumping gas, I don't get that. You know what I mean? And my thing is, the biggest thing that exemplifies how dumb people are. Every time, because like Georgia, we just did a thing. I think it was Friday. That we have to shelter in place. Blah blah. We can't leave unless we're going to the grocery store. Everybody was at the grocery store that same day. I mean, Kroger, Publix, Ingles, all within a block, on the same block, all of them packed. I mean, there was barely a parking space open. Everybody trying to buy everything but the paint on the walls. So, stay at home. No. Everybody's out. Everybody's out. And to me, it's only going to affect the old people and somebody with underlying medical issues. Not somebody with a healthy, strong immune system. And especially when it gets warm. Because typically, it's from September, October, to around March is respiratory time. All respiratory type issues happen, so they're always heavy. So that in conjunction with this is masking some of the stuff too. So that's what irks me about people not being honest about it, is because there are also this is heavy respiratory season anyway. And then from I would say February at the earliest to almost May is respiratory for allergies and quality of air. It isn't until around June through about August that it's like you can't find a job respiratory. They're flexing you. They tell you can't come to work because they don't have enough bodies. They don't have enough beds. They don't have enough acuity for you. So that's when everybody wants to take their vacation. But let you from September, October all the way, there's some money to be made. Right, because there was a lot of people saying they had the same symptoms last year, Tony. A lot of people said they had the same symptoms. But, like I said, I believe, this is me personally, they've been trying to get this type of scare for a long time. Whether it was the SARS, swine flu, chicken flu, H1N1, all these, I believe they're making the same attempt. They just weren't successful. This is the first one that was successful enough to scare us to this point. Because they're not talking about how many people are like, I had a couple of symptoms, I was short of breath because it's a different mechanism than another flu that you would get, and got some medication, and I'm good. Body developed antibodies, and I'm good. Not once are they really focusing on that. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's another thing where, like Tony's saying, or implying that it's like, a lot of y'all are nasty. So how, like in Italy, I was not surprised by it. And I'm not trying to hate on the country, but come on. They're not the cleanest. Nope. And then the sad part about it, I don't know if it's true, but I've seen some memes and some people posting talking about they want to experiment on Africans. But Africans ain't the one dying. It's Italians. Experiment on them. So is it really they want to experiment on them, or they want to actually get them sick? Because in the military and in the medical field, they force you to take the flu virus, the vaccine. And I get sick every time I take the flu vaccine. So it's like, why am I getting sick on purpose? With the idea that this was protect me from being sick. Again, an idiot thought that up, or thought that's okay. I'd rather wear a mask. Don't stick me with the name vaccine, because I don't know what's in that. You know what I mean? But and all the different type of masks people are wearing. I mean, they'll understand that an N95 mask is typically used when you're going into a TB room. And then they're saying this virus can be passed by droplet, like TB. But typically, I have never heard of anybody other than, direct contact, getting the flu from somebody else. You hear it, like if somebody in your household got it, the chances are higher that you will get it and you can spread it around the house. But yeah, just the whole, I think it's something to just scare people, and they finally were successful at it. It doesn't make any sense other than the people that are making money off of it. And I'm not gonna lie, it passed across my mind, last year. It's like, I should really invest in a whole bunch of these stupid masks. And I don't know, part of me is like, I'm kicking myself. I should have did it because I could have made a killing off of it. But at the end of the day, I think it speaks to character when people are like, oh yeah, I can make money off of this because people are too stupid to know any better. Not all money is good money. Making money off people's stupidity, I don't know if that's a good look. What do y'all think? Yeah, I don't like that crap where it's like, well, it's because the Asians eat bats, and so that's how the coronavirus came into effect. We really believe in that stupidness? Like they just magically started eating bats this last year, and then all of a sudden now, we have to deal with this virus because of their bad eating habits? Come on, son. You go to one of these rural country towns and you see the stuff that's actually in the grocery stores that's nasty as I don't know what. Like right here in Georgia, they actually purchase dirt for consumption. It's white dirt. Georgia dirt something. It's not Georgia clay, but it's like some white dirt that they actually sell and people eat. Certain parts of the pig, I seen pig brains in a can. But we're talking about China and the bats. You see some of the nasty stuff there? The sauce looks disgusting. Pig's feet, chitlins. Literally, that's boo-boo of an animal. And we're eating it. But we have the nerve to talk about them. And I say we, it's y'all. I don't eat that crap. But, yeah, and that's the other thing that I think is like they're just trying to figure out something to kill us off. Certain people. You know. Because, I mean, look at sickle cell. Where did that come from? It only affects blacks. You've never heard of a white person with sickle cell anemia. How is that possible? But it doesn't kill us fast enough. You know, I know people that get to 18, 19, but it is sad because they don't have a high life expectancy, a long life expectancy. And they go through a painful life. Anybody who has sickle cell, that is a painful life. You know, and they can be hospitalized any day. You know, multiple trips back and forth from the hospital. I don't envy that. I wish them all healing when it comes to that, you know. And that's funny about that because I think, you know, talk about the pulpit pimping. It's like, where are all these healing pastors and preachers that, you know, touch somebody and all of a sudden they jump out the wheelchair and they're running around and they hadn't walked in years or never walked ever? Where are they at for this coronavirus? You know, we're supposed to have bravery like David, you know, no fear. Like the guy angry, you know, talking about COVID, go somewhere and all that. Are you going to these hospitals and healing all these people so we can be off of this lockdown? Or are you full of it? Because you're hoping somebody will send you $300 for some fake holy water that's going to bless you with financial independence. I agree, and it's sad. And, you know, so people always have made money off of other people's stupidity. Yep, you call that mud mouth. You know, for real. Like, I don't know what you do with that, you know. Because I know when I was a kid, they were saying that, you know, women that had pregnancies, they would cause them to have certain cravings that didn't make sense, but it wasn't normal, you know, because their body was being deprived of a certain nutrient and it's actually in soil or something, and that would make them crave the soil, or clay or something to that effect, because it has a mineral that is high in that will satisfy that, but not on some regular stuff, you know what I mean? And like I said, I've actually literally seen stuff in grocery stores are like, who would buy that? That looks bad. I mean, yeah, I mean, it just looks disgusting. Snails, frog legs, I don't know, this stuff that they're like, y'all just had to come up with it. Like, who's the first person to say, you know what, I want to eat that. Let's put that in a can. I don't know. So that's why you just keep saying it's killing blacks, but I don't see who determines that unless you're the killers with the death potion. They experiment with the people of color. Just say the people. Yeah, because I wouldn't believe that there's the vaccine has already been prepared before this virus hit, and only certain people will get it. You know, just in case, because you know you can't have this kill white people. That would just be bad. You know. But yeah, there's too many people that are being saying, hey, you know, this new person just died of coronavirus. Because on both sides, on the patient side, I think a lot of people are trying to get, you know, that 2 minutes of fame. You know, so they're like, yeah, I got the coronavirus. I hook up a nasal can. You know, don't I look sick? You know, like some of that stuff, you know, like that's not authentic. You know, healthcare professionals can see through that crap. Um, but then again, there's some of my healthcare professionals that are not that professional. They really don't know their head from their behind, and you know, they could be falling for some dumb stuff too. Now, I don't wish ill on anybody, so I am hoping that it does get exposed that this is really fake, and that it was just some ulterior motives behind all this, whether it's because of the election or whatever kind of conspiracy theories they have out there why anyone would want to do this. But I hope it happens soon. You know, because it is ironic though, because all last year, this is personal for me. All last year, every weekend it rained. Almost every weekend it rained. And all I want to do is go out, have a trip on the weekend. Couldn't do it. Now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, be dry as I don't know what. Ain't got nowhere to go on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But Friday, here come the rain again. Every other weekend, if not every weekend. Now look at it. You ain't seen a drop of rain in like 7 days. I think we had at least 2 weekends in a row. Sunny as I don't know what. I think they said the high today was 81 degrees. But now we on lockdown. Like as soon as they release that lockdown, here come the rain. Watch. You know what I mean? Because granted, the rain does help with the pollen, so I'm not going to lie on that. You know, it helps people with allergies and things like that, but I don't ride in the rain. I don't care. Somebody can spit on the concrete, and I'm like, oh, I got to put the bike up. Sorry. Dad, what's going on? Appreciate you, man. Talking about pulpit pimping. You know, refreshing one of our old topics. You know, are you called or are you paper chasing? Because if you are called, where are you at right now helping your community that's giving you all its money? Are you giving some of that money back? I'm just saying. You know, because you're one of them essential workers out there, you know, serving your community. You know. Oh, wow. Okay, so y'all took all our rain in North Carolina? I got you. We haven't seen rain in a minute, and I'm happy and sad at the same time. I'm happy we haven't seen rain in a minute, but at the same time, you can't go nowhere. Because of this virus. So if you have not, and so I know Tony said you're gonna help me out. You know, check out the shop. You know, I'm putting some more. I'm working on a hoodie right now. On which design I want to do, and a couple more items that weren't available before. So let me know what y'all think, or if there's something that y'all requesting. And do me a favor, sign on, register as a member to the website, so that I can send you out exclusive content and also the possibility of coupons and incentives to go to my shop. You know, 10% off, things like that. Right? And hey, I'm glad you said that, you know, because a lot of people are fearful to even say that. Because, you know, once you say, well, God told me this, it really puts fear in everybody else to even challenge you. Like, are you sure God told you that? Like, come on. You know, they think that's a pass to say anything you want because they know God's not going to just, hey, no, I didn't. You know, you don't stop lying on me. A lot of people lying on God, talking about God called them. Like, he got the wrong number. But, you know, like you said, they made a request. You know. Yeah, I like the bucket hat. I've already ordered the bucket hat. I can't wait for that one to come in. And I'm probably going to get that a camouflage joint. And I'm not really big on the camouflage, typically. Because like, I didn't want nothing to remind me of the military when I got out. but I'm feeling that camouflage joint, so I'm gonna have to get that one too. But I like the bucket hat. I got the jacket on order. And matter of fact, since it's a new month, I can order some new things. So I'm gonna try to so at least show you guys what the stuff is, and I actually can inspect the products or whatever. So it's not something where I'm like, hey, I'm speaking out the side of my neck. I'm actually put hands on it first, and so I can vouch for it. Um, forgive me. I don't like to be up, but got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, you don't want to miss all my single people. You don't want to miss Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm coming hard. And be ready. It's not for the weak. It's not for the simple-minded. If you easily get hurt or you are stuck in your ways but expect different results, this ain't the show for you. If you are, like I said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If you're ready, I believe I have the answer for you. You know what I mean? Just celebrated 10 years myself of marriage, so I'm not speaking on somebody else's experience. I'm not speaking on things I haven't walked, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I mean? And see through the BS, which people try to make rules and laws that don't equate to anything, and wonder why they still spinning their wheels. All these single people who are experts on relationships miss me with that. Luxurious, what's going on? Appreciate you coming in here. Check out my shop, man. I want you to let me know what you like. I appreciate your support. I got some more. I'm working on some more items to get on there. But if you don't mind, show your boy some love and check out my spot. Register. But we were talking about pulpit pimping tonight. Had a pretty decent outcome. Showing support on that. But you don't want to miss, like I said, you don't want to miss Wednesday. Dating Rules 2020. Also register as a member so that you can get access to exclusive content. We're going to be doing some updates as we go along. They got some stuff in the works in the next couple of weeks that is really, trying to give y'all a heads up before it hits the fan. But it's about to get crazy in a minute. Appreciate that, Tony. I appreciate it, man. Them shoes are sharp. I mean, for real. And it was her idea for the motorcycle. I wasn't even thinking about the motorcycle for the anniversary shoot. But she was like, yeah, I want the motorcycle to be a part of it. So like, gotcha. Then shout out to Naomi. She did a real nice edit for one of the pictures, and so if you look on my cover photo, I got that as my cover photo. Really like that one. But yeah, I love to ride. Love to twist a little throttle. Yep. Got to give credit where credit is due. That's my rib right there. And as much as I want her to be on the show Wednesday, because I know when I start saying some hard-hitting, statements towards women are gonna first thing gonna say is like, you don't do that to your wife, or I need to hear if your wife really likes it, or I feel sorry for your wife, just so my wife can get in here and be like, I'm sorry, y'all need to talk to me? Yeah, I support what he said. You know what I mean? Because them Tyler Perry women, them Steve Harvey women really think even though they single for 30 plus years, they have the answers. Like 30 years ain't told you don't have the answer. I don't know what will. But I will be addressing that too. And it's not just one sided. It's the guys that think they have the answer. They've been single for 30 years too, or got 55 baby mamas. I'm just saying. Yeah. But I don't know. I was contemplating getting Larry Hodges on there, but since that brother didn't show up tonight, I don't know. It's like, my thing is, and shout out to Walter, shout out to D Smalls, and shout out to Stroud, JL. They have supported me. There are people that talk support, and there's people that support. Now, the first time I posted my shop, Stroud clicked in right then and there. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, like, they could talk that game, talking about, hey, man, I support you. Oh, you got a shirt? Oh, you don't? Okay, gotcha. You're not really, you support and talk. But, when, Elephant in Upper Room were like, hey, we need your support. We got this CD. I'm like, let me get that CD. I don't just talk support. I support. When Shalakimia was selling her shirt, I didn't say I support. I bought the shirt. Didn't get it, but I still bought the shirt in support. I support. I don't talk support. I support. But certain people are cut a certain way, and like I said, some big things are coming up soon. I can't wait. I'm kind of anxious about it, but we will take this one day at a time, and do this the proper way. Don't rush anything, and we'll see. The real will recognize real, and the rest will get exposed. As I say, expose them clowns. I will be exposing them. And as like I said before, I'm slowly but surely growing, changing. So there's suggestions, recommendations on how y'all are receiving the show. I am so sorry. I forgot I am on the YouTube. There might be people on YouTube right now, and I don't have them up. I apologize, my YouTubers, if y'all are there. Don't kick my butt. Andrea! Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. No. Really, Jamal Bryant was begging. I'm going to have to get on him. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. I know, yes, Friday there was none. But yeah, I forgot about you guys over there. But you don't want to miss Wednesday, Andrea. If you see this later, if you're still there, Wednesday you don't want to miss. Dang it, she was there from the beginning, I think. Yeah, I think she was there from the beginning. My bad, Andrea. See, another, got a note to self. I'm going to fix that. That will not happen again. You stupid talking about some jets. No. Ain't nobody stripping. But I appreciate your suggestion. Keep them coming. I mean, for real. You and that. But man, The one time somebody gets onto the YouTube channel, I'm not ready. I streamed there, but I wasn't ready. So I apologize, my YouTuber. I'm gonna make that right come Wednesday. You don't want to miss it. We definitely. I'm not taking no prisoners. We're knocking out all bums. We're coming with the truth, and I believe. I don't say stuff. I don't. If I say it, I mean it. That applying these principles that I'm gonna say, and it's free. Andrea, you paying all that money for that class or what have you? This is free. You will get that dude you're looking for. You will get that girl you're looking for. Promise you. But you can't be about them games. That's the first. But I'm not gonna. That's it. I'm not gonna say too much. Before then. But if you apply these principles, you'll cut through the majority of the crap that these reality TV stars and people do all the time. Jackson Cross. You said no. You said both stripper and pole. Stop! Don't say I said it. No. I just said pole. Look at it. It says suggestions. He said. I mean, your ATL about we add a stripper pole. Oh, a stripper pole, not the stripper. But it's still a stripper pole. A stripper and a pole. Like, nah, I got you. You said just a stripper pole. Gotcha. What is pole? Who gonna be the stripper then? I'm just saying. Yeah. Go on and add yourself as a member because I definitely have the first 2 weeks set up and we got some topics, some stuff that has already been suggested. Shout out to Bruce for submitting some topics and Lysandra for submitting some topics. And I'm gonna get them on schedule as soon as I can. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, religious. Wednesday, relationship. And Friday, no holds barred. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your boy, Freddy Chico. And it's been a pleasure. We just getting started. They should have never let this... Nah. I'm not going to say that. Remember, you're never too big to learn. You're never too small to teach. You don't have to think like me, but you do have to think. Love y'all. There's nothing y'all can do about it. I am out of here. I will see y'all guys on Wednesday, if not earlier. Peace and hair grease and all that good stuff. And holla at your boy. Chico out.
We knocking out all bums. Don't bring that weak shit in here.
4, 3, 2, kick it.